That's my way to stay awake. I'll just get angry. It works
Okay.
pretty well. I woke up angry, actually.
Hmm.
I woke up thinking about that fucking shit that happened in Hunt, and I was pissed.
Happened
Which
in
one?
Oh.
Hunt Showdown.
The last thing, the fucking Automat. Fucking
Oh
piece of
yeah.
shit. Still mad. I'll never
Oh yeah.
not be mad.
hmm When are we getting the trench guns? So, Mitchell, you ever play Hunt?
No, I don't have it. I've seen it, but I haven't played it yet.
Okay, so you know it's like a cowboy game.
It's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hey, how about we have this kooky wacky World War One Gat with a full automatic drum mag.
It's not fully automatic. It's burst fire.
First,
But it is still burst fire in a game where the closest alternative is a C96 Mauser. That's the closest thing you have to a fully automatic gun. Aside from that, and then there's this fucking burst fire piece of shit based off the fucking Hewitt rifle, which came out in 1916, and the fucking canonical time for the game is fucking 1985. Fucking 21 years, not 21. Sorry, 1995, 1995, 1895. I'm so fucking angry. I'm mixing up dates. So 21 years fucking after the game's supposed to be set is when this piece of shit fucking rifle's supposed to be invented. And you just got this absolute fucking eyesore that doesn't fucking. See, I'm unhappy.
it's funny.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Actually, yeah, just pissed in general.
Look, I just want my trench shotgun.
Anger, rage, even. You can't fucking kill someone. You can't do any damage with a fucking shotgun past 30 meters. But you can have a fucking burst fire rifle. Piece of shit game.
See, that's how video game shotguns work. After you reach a certain point, they just become useless.
Here's the thing. You say that. 30 meters. I don't know if it's still the damage fall for this point. But every weapon in the game hits 20%. 20% damage at a certain range. The shotguns are the only exception. They hit 0% damage at 30 meters across the board, or at least they used to. I don't know if they still do, but it sure fucking feels like they do.
I still try to use them because shotgun's funny.
Yeah. Unironically better than a shotgun in most cases, I think.
Progressing against bosses.
That is
what?
actually what it
Shotgun?
would be best.
What?
Assuming it means the axe.
Yeah, the axes are great against bosses.
Melee is the way to go for bosses.
Because honestly, you just waste a lot of rounds and they don't do too much damage.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
How are you doing, Theo?
You got to sleep. Is good.
Okay, I'm sorry, Theo. We're moving the game to what? 12 o'clock? 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I frequently just go to sleep for like an hour or two. At 12 a.m.
I'm back. Huh? Thank you.
Well, honestly, I'd usually be sleeping around this time. But,
Yeah, I
game.
fucking wonder why.
hmm hmm You see, the only upside to living with a British person is the fact that I have a bunch of tea, and that actually keeps you awake.
Imagine requiring tea to keep awake.
hmm
Imagine not functioning off of sheer anger.
Imagine not having someone to love.
No, this is true.
And
It's not a very hard thing to imagine, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paeden, here's an ultimatum,
Mm-hmm.
or a hypothetical, if you will.
Yeah.
Let's say,
An ultimatum. You can have a hypothetical in the form of an ultimatum.
Mhm.
You can't really have an ultimatum in the form of a hypothetical.
Okay, so you have a beautiful babe,
Mm-hmm.
and well, you give me the choice, basically. Like, okay, well, you can either give this beautiful babe, the only person who will ever love you,
Yeah.
but she's British, or you can be lonely for the rest of your life.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Here's the thing. Someone can be beautiful and have just the fucking most shit personality in the world.
Well, yeah, okay, this is my usual beautiful babe situation where it's your,
Okay.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't say that.
Also, fucking, yeah, usual beautiful babe situation is usually some fucking stupid shit that makes me incomprehensibly angry. But, assuming it's just the usual fixins. Also, what was with it's the only person who will ever love you? Like, what the fuck's up with that? Like, does that mean, like, my family just fucking hates me at that point? Like, hello? Okay,
Yeah.
that would be the assumption, but, like, I bet the way you put it is, like, unsettling. Yeah, I'd do it.
Okay. Oh, well, you're not gonna say hello back?
Huh?
Oh, I said you're not gonna say hello back?
Nah.
I did. I muted myself. As I usually do when I'm yelling at my parents.
Mhm. You yourself and ask him, do you still love me?
You gotta join the fucking, foundry, my guy?
You can start without. I mean, like, I'm probably not gonna miss anything. And the fact that I just finished washing dishes.
As you're washing dishes.
Yeah.
I just fucking put him in the fucking skeet shooter.
So you can. I mean, I'm not sure why you guys are waiting.
Low 60s, but yeah, thereabouts.
Imagine not just using Tupperware for everything.
Do you think you can't shoot Tupperware?
Well, I mean, just. Oh. I don't know. I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, if you're okay with just listening to start, and we can
Oh
get
yeah,
started
like I'm.
with here.
Unless there's going to be like some sort of like ooh awesome cinematic in Foundry, which I
No.
doubt.
Seeing
Yeah,
as
you
I
can just
don't do awesome cinematics.
in Foundry.
Can
But
you do an
anyway,
awesome cinematic in Foundry?
Probably. I mean, there are like
All right, let me phrase that.
animated
Can
stuff.
you do an awesome cinematic in Foundry?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Guys
like
have
I'm
seen
pretty.
how my maps look. I'm not freaking doing all the work to figure out how to do that.
Hey, the maps are functional.
Yes.
So yeah,
That's
unless
where
I
they
just
stop, however.
unless I just can't
For
join when
now.
you start your game, yeah, I can fucking listen. I'm here.
Yeah, if you aren't in the game when it starts, then you'll never be in the game.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Gone.
If you
forever.
aren't first, you're last.
Oh, I forgot I didn't.
Also, man, look at that sandwich. Okay.
Well, do you guys? Well, are everyone else here at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
誰も来ず退屈してい
What?
たところ
You guys remember happening last?
Big attack generator. Big.
Yeah, generic attack. Kill.
Did we? How many people did we kill? Because I don't think it was a lot. As usual, I think most of them
They
escaped.
mostly fleed.
Well, you say that, but I'm pretty sure there's just a pile of dead infantry hanging around. I think if we're talking numbers,
2 out of what, 8 or something.
yeah, I remember a lot of dead infantry squads. And at least like 2 dead mechs, I think. Possibly
Sounds-
more.
At least 2, yeah.
The big scary shield man ran away.
More
So, yeah.
reasons why they will hate us forever. And genocide's the only option.
I mean, they
I
tried that
agree.
once. Apparently, it didn't work out because they've come back.
Well,
I thought they tried
sounds like they didn't have the right genocidal maniacs on their side.
Or is the implication here that the bugs were always human?
You don't know, but you're pretty sure that's not the case.
Yeah, I think the implication is that SSC actually mutated what was left of the bugs into humanoid forms. And now they're back for part 2.
SSC, one of the major companies.
Yep.
They make stuff like cat girls.
Yep. They're
No, I'm
big
not
on
This is actually a thing they've done. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately.
they're big on human modification. One of like their big things is they will set up populations on very specific in very specific climates, so they can then sell them to go be part of specific colonies where certain adaptations would be more useful.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What are we talking about?
SSC.
No wonder I don't care about them.
Yeah.
They make some fun mechs. Just
The
not
only
fun
good
mechs
mix is
PSN.
IPSN mech.
Look, just because you like boxes with legs doesn't mean everyone else has to like
They're
boxes.
not all boxes. There's the Blackbeard, and that's just anger with legs.
And there's also funny cowboy with legs.
Yeah, there's funny cowboy with legs.
All right, so either it's a box with legs or it's an old-timey knight. There you
The
go.
Drake is a trench with legs.
Yeah, the Drake is a box. Just so happens to have legs.
The Drake is more rounded than like the Tortuga.
The Fire Mech is part of HA. That's the Genghis.
HA has the true box mech, where the one is just a fucking box head.
Yeah. Let me actually see. They actually did the old-timey Genghis. Let me see if someone's posted a picture of it recently. They
The
did.
Vlad isn't a box; it's just spikes
With legs.
with legs.
Maybe this will
I'm
work.
pretty sure the with legs counts for all of them.
That's the Genghis old version. Or the
Wow, that
Genghis
was
Part
actually just a box.
Yep, it's a box with the giant freaking
Granted.
murderizing flamethrower.
Being the first mech makes sense that it's just a box.
Yep. The world killer. Apparently, these things are basically War Crime O'Clock, the mech.
Yeah.
Like,
God
just
love 'em.
piloting one of these things immediately marks you as problem.
The fire burns the flesh from the bone and the sin from the soul, baby.
Right.
So, yep. If you guys remember correctly, that the defended the generator, and it
Yep.
went very well. So, to kind of catch you guys up as to why there's now 2 tiny mechs rather than 1. When you wake up in the morning, you know, when Hive Mother wakes up in the morning, your thing is already chiming. Your comm unit.
pick up phone.
Well, you have a message
Hi.
that was sent. I don't know. When would you wake up? You think? Because it was a long night. Like you need to sleep. The comm unit was not going to wake you up.
Probably like 10.
So yeah, it's been ringing from around like 6:30 or so this
Fuck.
time. You've
That's
been
good.
ignoring it. At some point, the person just left basically a message and stopped paying attention. So it's mostly just been like a CompCon unit that's just been continually poking you.
Mm-hmm. I forget. Ambassador, why didn't you wake me up? And I'm like, wait a minute, where's Ambassador?
Is not here.
Fuck.
Remember, he hangs out with your mech.
I didn't fall asleep in my mech tonight, damn.
Yeah. The message effectively is, well, the message is from the field engineer, Fielding,
Mm-hmm.
or from the, not the field engineer. What is his
Chief
title?
engineer?
Yeah, it is chief. I know he's engineer, I just don't remember the exact name for his title, but regardless. It's him, Fielding, and he basically messages you in kind of the same coding script that Patience uses for all of his things. Problem. Printer is not accepting request. Please come assist with problem. ASAP. Licenses erroring.
ASAP, 3.5 hours. Huh.
Now, what are the rest of you guys doing since, again, it was a long night. You guys had to fight, like, well, you had to stay up until, like, the middle of the night and then fight for the last, like, 30 minutes. So, you didn't get a hell of a lot of
Extra 8
sleep.
hours?
And then we had to come home.
Yeah. It wasn't a long walk, but it was a walk.
And I probably had to... Oh, yeah, that's actually probably why I slept so long. I had to fucking submit the report after.
So are you guys just basically, the rest of you anyway, just sleeping the rest of the day?
Well, yeah. Till like noon or 1 or 2 or something.
Okay. So...
Well, there's probably a stash of hooch in the mech, so
Just fucking drunk in a pile of hooch.
Did you sleep in your mech?
yeah.
Get back into the bay.
Jesus.
I have an expanded compartment, so it's roomy.
All right. Well, you do wake up at around the same time Paeden gets up, as some person throws a barrel of water at you. A barrel.
Barrel? Fuck!
Yeah,
There's
someone-
like just a
someone
bunch
out
of
a freaking-
subalterns.
Someone's not.
They,
Someone hasn't pulled out a freaking subaltern for that.
they actually just fucking throw a barrel.
God, that'd be amazing though. Get like 3 subalterns together and just fucking dump water on someone. Fuck.
I drown.
But someone wakes you up with a pail of water.
I get up.
Yep. Come sputtering back to wakefulness and see a couple of somewhat nervous-looking, like, not mini engineers, but engineers working under the chief engineer, and Chief Engineer Fielding standing there, his hands on his hips. You notice first, you're not in your mech anymore. You seem to be, like, laying in a cot that someone set up, or maybe printed off, in the printing room. He just looks at you. We have to fix your mech at some point, and you can't exactly be inside the thing while we're doing so.
I can do it myself
No.
occasionally.
Actually, just
You can.
No.
Not in my print shop. Go sleep somewhere else.
Feels
He
bad.
gets back to what he was doing. Apparently deciding this conversation is already over.
This is bullshit.
Fuck.
So, Are you still there by the time Hive Mother shows up?
No, probably.
So, yeah.
Just looking at like an empty
You know, you
bottle.
walk in, see the somewhat drenched friend of yours.
Where's
I mean,
all
it's
the
been
hooch gone?
raining like for a while, so I'm just gonna assume that they just stood out in the rain for some fucking reason. Go find Fielding.
You know, one of the sub engineers notices you and kind of points in the right direction to find him.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
currently
getting
sitting.
yelled at for something else that isn't entirely my fault.
No, he's currently sitting in one of the kind of small booths that's set aside for like the computer systems and other things that should probably not get sparks and other important stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He looks
I
up when
walk
you
over,
walk in.
bringing with me a shower of sparks. No.
Yeah, he looks up from the computer screen as you walk up. Been trying to get a hold of you, but he turns the screen around to show you, and you notice your licenses have been revoked.
Just 1 month. Can I just have 1 month where nothing goes wrong with my mech?
He turns the screen back around. It's the darndest thing. Never seen someone get all their licenses revoked on the spot. At least, minus the GMS ones.
Illegal mech is illegal.
He just kind of scratches his head. Well, he goes and taps the screen a few times, and your comm unit chirps. He just kind of gestures for you to look at it.
I do.
Yep. You notice a incoming message. The person, the sender is just written as unknown.
Answer.
Yep. He just kind of looks up as you're staring at the message, which effectively reads, "License reinstatement available. Please choose your licenses from the ISPN company for all of your pirating and pirate fighting needs."
I probably take a minute to look through them and then see the picture of Caliban and go, yeah, all right, and put both of them into that.
Yep. You immediately get another chirp. "License is transferred. Thank you for your business. Mina, Colin. Have a nice day." And then both messages basically promptly delete themselves from your drive.
Just mutter, Colin.
Wait, your name's not Hive Mother?
No. What? Do you think that was my name? What kind of name is that?
Your name.
Is
Fielding then kind of turns the screen back around towards you with a new printout showing your your 2 new licenses reinstated. Well, after a fashion.
Fuck Harris Armory. All my homies hate Harris Armory.
I'm gonna just leave you in here to do some programming work, right? And when I come back, you let me know what you need made. And then
Thumbs
he
up.
stands up, sees himself
Can you,
out.
can you at least give me something to talk to Ambassador with for a bit?
He just kind of looks at you funny, then just walks back over and carefully points at one of the icons on the screen. "If you want to talk with our NHPs, just click the button that attaches to their servers."
Ambassador's servers hanging around here?
Just gives you a very, very, really? Look.
Listen, I'm paid to kill things.
What do you think Patience runs on?
You think I was trained to use an NHP? I was trained to use a CompCon, and now I have an NHP. No one told me how they work.
You don't need to use an NHP. I don't like to use you, but regardless.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, I'm just gonna spend the next bit designing the mech.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ambassador is confused, but somewhat excited.
Like, yeah, don't worry. You'll have even more reasons to tell me not to commit war crimes in this thing. It's basically designed purely for them.
Yep. It goes over the specs with you.
Mm-hmm.
This is very concerning, indeed.
Certainly.
You said this was a upright and good company, yes?
Yeah. The brand's well known, as far as I can tell. I say as far as I can tell, no. The brand is incredibly well known, and the brand's trusted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder why
Very
you
upright.
trust them with designs like this.
This
This thing is a walking union problem.
I think it's more of a solution, really.
Just kind of makes a face. Perhaps.
I mean, listen, you can pay for like 50 of these things, or you can pay for a capital ship.
Not all problems can be solved with a capital ship, my systems thinks.
Yeah, most capital ships, the problem needs to be solved with another capital ship. Great.
Probably. I don't know. I have not had the chance to be on a capital ship or witness one in combat.
Scary.
That is what I would assume based on current data readings.
That's a good assumption.
Yep. So you go through probably at least the rest of the morning, if not well into the afternoon, doing a swift redesign and reprinting. Well, he's getting it started. No, it doesn't take nearly as long.
It's the size of me, but slightly bigger.
Yeah. It's about the size of a subaltern.
Yeah. Half the
So-
day is actually spent on the paint job. It only takes me like 10 minutes to design the mech.
I mean, it's pretty easy since most of the systems come pre-installed.
Yeah.
Like you go and you're looking at it and you're just like, what if I don't want the shotgun? And this license just looks at you and goes, you're getting the shotgun. I don't care if you don't want it. You're getting it.
What if I want the big shotgun as well? And it goes, you're not getting the fucking big shotgun, buddy.
But I
Not a
want
whole
it.
choice in this thing, honestly.
So, yeah. You guys all finally get up in the morning. Well, I guess the afternoon at that point.
Mm-hmm. Still on my
Surprisingly,
cot.
it's only a lightly rainy day rather than a heavy one. Mostly just misting.
Big.
Big if true.
This is a bad omen.
God has cursed us.
So, yeah. What would you guys like to do with your time?
Go back in my safety mech.
You've been kicked out of the printing room for now.
Okay, then just next best thing. Yeah. Hey, you want to go meet my new friends?
I don't think this rouse. You know?
Now, some people say it's
They haven't been doing their bullets for brain mode because they have no idea what to do for the bullets. So.
just knock out, some of your teeth and
Yeah?
Yeah, that is for sure necessary. Yep. It is impossible to do an old lady voice otherwise. You need to have teeth missing. Yeah.
So, okay. You guys hang out, do your own thing for the rest of the day. What are you guys doing for the next few days? Because you got some time.
Like time.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Is this an actual, like, hey, do a roll type thing, or just a flavor?
This is down.
Yeah.
You
Unless you
don't
guys want to go and find like side quests to do.
Sure. Any fucking side quests hanging around?
Mhm.
I'm down for side quests as well.
There is a few actually.
Damn.
Yeah. Before we get to the end here. Well, there's basically 2 more major beats, but
Till the end of the session in 5 minutes.
Side quest. Find a small dog. We have found the dog. Session over.
complete. Alright. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to the right spot so I can tell you guys what's going on.
All is well. What is this?
So, I mean, what would you guys be doing? Just hanging out? Are you going out hunting in the woods or something?
I mean, I got a new mech, and I got people to train. This seems like I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Don't.
Don't?
Yeah.
Less emphasis on kill, correct?
But I'm not gonna fucking be killing people. Jesus Christ. If you can dodge a fucking grenade launcher, then you can dodge a bullet. Now start ducking and weaving, boy.
Now you see, what's his name? Patience, right?
Yeah. I mean,
No,
you can. It's pretty busy though.
not Patient.
Patience is the big.
What the fuck is your NHP called, Paeden?
Ambassador.
Yeah.
Ambassador. So yeah, ambassadors are supposed to stop you from doing war crimes. This doesn't count for your own.
Technically, Ambassador's supposed to tell me when I am going to be committing a war crime, and what would be considered a war crime, and what's likely to get me put on a tribunal. He
Yep.
doesn't actually have have the power, unless he's cascading, to stop me from committing them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Ah, so he's powerless.
Not quite.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Cascades, then bad things happen.
Yeah,
You guys get to see what happens when Ambassador cascades.
I'd prefer we don't get to see what happens when Ambassador cascades. That sounds like a better idea.
Nice, fine.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
fine.
soon, pretty sure
It's fine.
eventually
Ambassador
Paiden's just not
Cascade-
going to have that problem with the.
You say soon. That's actually been pushed down the list of things.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is fair.
Turns out you actually need a fair amount of talents to be able to fight in incredibly close range efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But
Did you
what
swap
gonna
the
do?
talents and whatnot, I'm guessing?
Yep.
I didn't actually look.
I only swapped one. I swapped Drone Commander out for
For Vanguard. Yeah.
Yeah, Vanguard. Because I refuse to have the first tier of leader because the second tier of leader is actually good. And there's no fucking way I'm giving up Ambassador. He's too amusing to me.
I'm happy.
He fits more than ever now too, because now I have the dedicated war crime bot.
I mean, at least it's less war crimes than fricking the Genghis, but it's still pretty war crimes.
Here's the thing: you say that, but this is the one that was specifically made to be like, all right, this is the most cost-effective way we can just murder an entire ship full of people.
Yeah, it's very efficient.
Angus sends a message.
Yeah.
That
Well, you
message
say that,
being,
but the Genghis
how
was the one
long
that
can you
pumped
be on
that-
fire before you keel over?
Yeah. Also, you say it's
The answer is usually not very long.
The cannibal can kill 3 people with 2 shells being reloaded. So,
And you look how small you are.
yes.
Because there's no way I
Small,
can
small
make a
back-
half-sized, like, there is no half-sized
Yeah.
template. So I just, you're small. If you're half-sized,
Yeah.
you're small. It makes it easier, and you can tell it.
Christ.
So, I mean, do you guys want me to give you a specific side quest, or do you want to go find one? Because I can just give you guys side quests, because people will come to you. But if you wish, you can also go seek them out.
Wasn't there like a job board or something?
Yeah. You've kind of completed most of the important ones.
Oh, okay.
Sad times for the bulletin board.
I mean, there's still stuff on the bulletin board. It's just nothing all that interesting to you guys.
Sad times for the bulletin board. No.
Lost dog, nameless trophy.
It is that sort of stuff.
Well, maybe we find that interesting. Okay, we don't, but you never know.
I want to
And
use
you
my
gave up
war
on that one
machine
fast.
to go help the farmer pick grain.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you put out a thing for like, yeah, I need some help collecting this wheat harvest, and fucking 4 mechs show
Show
up.
up.
We heard you need
Drones,
help picking the
go!
wheat harvest. What the fuck? Why? Why are you here? Am I going to be dying soon?
Explodes and catches fire.
What is it, Paeden? Hand me a nail it, and I'll nail it.
Fuck.
Well, here, I'll
Hand me a
throw you
bowl of
guys.
salt, no
I'll
good.
throw you guys a couple of the smaller ones before we
Mhm.
get anywhere combat related.
Mhm.
So, one of the days
Wait, the farmers want to fight?
one of the days during the week when you guys are like starting to kind of get ready for the day, getting your boots on, having breakfast. A young kid to you guys anyway. He's in his late teens, but young for a soldier person, colonist.
A baby.
I mean, it's like a 17-year-old kid. Goes and steps into the bar looking around. It's pretty obvious once he spots you guys and his face lights up that he's going to want something from you.
Mm.
He just kind of stands there for a moment, kind of digging his heel into the wood of the building, trying to obviously garner the courage to talk to a bunch of freaking mercenaries in some ways. A bunch of actual pilots. Before finally he blurts, I can't stay down here. Not after I saw you guys. There's a whole galaxy out there. When you go, please take me with you.
What?
He
wanna
wants
stay
to
on
come
the
with us.
You have a degree or something?
No, I'm just a kid, but I want to see more of the galaxy than this.
Have you talked with your parents about this?
He looks down at the floor. A bit, but I'm sure they would listen to a bunch of ace pilots like you guys. He looks back up with a sheepish smile.
Well, I don't see why not.
Die. Again and again and again.
Clone
I don't-
time and time again.
With his
Mhm.
corpse.
Well, what type of skills do you have?
I mean, I don't need to stay with you guys. Just getting me off world should be enough.
If you don't have any skills, you won't really be able to live off-world. Or you,
Well, I
you
have-
plan to beg for your entire life.
I can learn. I'm sharp.
Yeah.
No, we were-
I've been trying to work under some of the soldiers and some of the engineers, trying to get a feel for, their line of work, but of course, that's not exactly what my parents want me to do.
And what is it your parents want you to do?
They're farmers. Sure, you could put the pieces together.
No, yeah, that does sound boring.
Yeah, farming's not a bad gig.
Says the mech pilot.
Yeah. You're right. I did say it, despite the fact I'm a mech pilot. Being a mech pilot isn't all it's cracked up to be. I don't get paid.
Yeah,
I
not
get
working.
better
Hey, I get
mechs so I can go kill more people so I can get better mechs and never get paid. And then I have to go write reports about how I've had to fucking yell at people to surrender before I can kill them. Otherwise, I'm going to stand at a fucking tribunal. So no, it ain't all it cracked up to be.
I just get to heal.
Union can't be that bad. We sent you guys.
Silence.
Yeah, when he says Union can't be that bad, it's dead-faced. No words are said.
Drunk grandma and other guys. A war criminal that needs a robot to stop him from.
No, I'm not a war criminal. I'm not a war criminal, but I do have a robot in case I decide to be. The robot is the last line of defense in case my fragile psyche breaks and I decide it's war criminal time. Fucking rules of engagement.
I mean, as a reminder, you don't have to say yes. You've made good points as to why to say no.
Yeah.
But what if we did say yes?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, kid, I'm not gonna help kidnap you off planet.
Well, to be
If
fair, he
you
doesn't
want
ask me
off
to be
planet,
kidnapped.
Well, here's
He's-
the thing. He's not a legal adult, and unless his parents support us taking him off world, that's kidnapping.
Well, that's why you have to convince them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
what I was hoping.
And everyone instantly says no.
No.
More role playing.
Cringe.
No.
I'm sorry, I don't talk, I kill.
Accurate.
Except again, I'm playing the support mech.
Yeah, you're not very good at your job.
Kill.
What the huh?
It kills things in one hit. It's so scary. It's a little less scary then. Or magic resistance. I think it's explicitly worse. For you.
Well, I mean, what are you guys saying to the kid? He's still looking there, hopefully, towards you.
I mean,
Kid,
if one of them
oh,
wants to go convince him, by all means, but fuck you, kid.
Yeah, kid, I'm gonna be honest. I've been regretting joining Union for multiple years now. I'm not going to help you make the same mistakes I did. And I shrug
as
and
like-
go back to whatever I was doing.
He looks hopefully towards Moonshine and Reindeer.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, what about
Yeah, all right.
I mean, to be fair,
This old age like me joined the army.
I mean, hey, I get to go places and drink new hooch, so it ain't all that bad.
This seems like this will be amusing to watch, though. So I will show up to watch this conversation unfold. This is the
Just
best form of entertainment we've got out here.
Yeah.
two just blind drunks. Why are we allowed to drive mechs? Well, we're support.
Why are we allowed to drive mechs? Good question. Is anything that's legal? Absolutely not.
They just found me in a mech one day and were like, "Oh, sure, you can stay in it." You have the look of a mech pilot. That's good enough for us.
Good enough. So, you guys know that it's going to be a couple of steps for this.
Mm-hmm.
As this kid is probably not a free person living here of their own accord, seeing as they're a colonist.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably a LC colonist, which means they're LC owned. That means you need to make sure the kid can get off without, being a giant glowing red dot for you guys. Which means you need to erase his stuff from the systems.
What is LC?
Landscape Colonial, I believe?
Corporation.
Yeah. It's the guys you're working for.
And because they own the colony, that means aside from us, they own everyone here.
Yeah,
We're only owned by
Landmark
Union.
Colonial. Yeah. Well,
How
technically
much
you're
should we
owned
take
by
for the
the other
child?
guy. Yeah, you're owned by House Dalrain, who is then owned by Union.
Yeah.
And what does a giant glowing red dot mean?
This kid's genes are going to be freaking earmarked for these are ours, meaning the moment he reaches a certain point in the system, Landmark Colonial is going to freaking hear about it, and then you're going to have problems. What those
Because now
problems
we're
are.
not kidnapping, we're also stealing company property.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a 2-for-1 charge.
This is getting way more complicated than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought we were just convincing
Nope.
mom and pop to let their child go.
We get convince mom and pop and then do a deep dive into some fucking databases to delete shit.
Mhm.
And also, in theory, that could pose a problem because if we delete shit and suddenly he's no longer in the system, and then, I don't know, any, number of CompCons brings this to fucking Patience's attention, that could relate to some funny issues.
Funny.
Comedy moment.
I'm a war criminal. You can keep the normal crime to yourselves.
Good.
I won't stoop to that low, normal crime.
Patience hasn't shot at me yet. Once Patience shoots at me, come talk.
Yeah.
But he's our friend. So what's the plan?
Because you've already said that you're going to help this kid out, which means things are going to be a problem one way or another at this point.
Hack the system so that he's out of the system, and then tell his parents, hey, your child's out of the system.
First, it's we probably
Believe
should
it
talk
or
to the
not,
parents.
I'm going to
and-
say that probably will make them more unhappy with you.
I feel like that's going to end with a one-way trip to them telling patients, "Hey, so
Yeah.
these fucking Lancers, right?
Yeah, they kind of like
Uh,
did some shit with our child.
Yeah,
We like our child. You're kind of
Yeah,
just
and
giving
then-
them
What do
the
you
weapon
mean?
to kill you, and then saying, "Shoot me, please."
I mean, to be fair, Patience isn't exactly in a position to kill us, but he definitely will restrict our ability to do like anything.
Yeah.
He's in that position.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because he can
However,
do
as of now,
things
he
like
still kind of needs us to a degree where I don't think he can just go, "All right, we'll kill you and hope that more Lancers show up before the colony gets destroyed." I don't think he's willing to take that gamble.
But he can definitely lock down your activities and make it so that it's near impossible to get to your mechs, which will make it significantly harder to do anything.
Yeah.
Because while you're tough, you are just people. And
Yep.
it turns out getting shot by robots is bad.
That's why I'm gonna have a nice hotline while this is going down to Ambassador. To if something goes terribly, terribly wrong, get out with my mech.
Oh, Ambassador does seem concerned, but agrees.
Yeah. Listen, don't worry about it. I'm not the criminal this time. I'm just watching the criminals and enjoying myself.
Some popcorn, enjoying good time.
I got extra rations.
Well, yeah. First, the thing is probably to talk the parents into seeing if you can, get the child,
Yeah.
because that's
That's gonna be
the easier option.
first.
Yeah, that'll be the easier the easier problem.
The one that doesn't result in our business getting very mad at us.
I mean,
Well-
I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, at the end of this, if anyone finds out, our business is going to be unhappy. But,
Well, I mean, there's a difference between being like, if we're just like, okay, so hey, we're trying getting this child to join or basically get off the planet. It's like, oh, you just talk to the parents. Well, who cares? We're actively trying to hack a system and alter records. I don't know. That seems a little bit
Well,
more.
we haven't necessarily.
Well, this is why I'm telling you now.
We haven't actually hacked anything yet. We're just thinking about it a lot.
Yeah.
I pulled my character sheet, saw leader inspired. I was like, man, this would really help in this situation. And I closed my character sheet.
So, I mean, you gonna try and go through with it, or we're gonna move on?
Oh, what do you think, Theo? Because I only have like a +4 in hacker fix, so
At this point in time,
No, you can have
no,
plus 6 at
actually,
this point.
you could get up to 6.
yeah.
You'd have to spend
So
both your level ups on increasing it.
Yep.
yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I feel like we could talk to the parents, see how far that gets us, if at, if anywhere at all, and then after that, see if we want to fucking try to do that. But in all honesty, probably just continue with the main story, or just do some random side stuff. Like I don't know,
Mhm.
see if I can assist my hooch. Yeah.
Really, do you think we're gonna make this child's life better?
No.
No.
Yeah, let's not do this.
Go next fast.
I'm sorry, child. Kid, baby.
Yep.
She
The most likely option, I think, is if we help get him off world, he's then going to join Union, probably as a soldier, and get killed in some fucking stupid conflict.
Probably.
That's the most likely option, I think.
Mm-hmm. But isn't that how you should live your life?
No.
True.
Hence why I told him not to do what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So are you telling the kid to his face, or are you just deciding it and then not actually bothering to tell them?
Just never showing you.
I think we'll tell him to his face.
Yeah. Find some
Alright.
other Lancers to help you out, buddy. I want to get off this planet.
Actually-
That's rough, buddy. Well, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Sure, we could help you, but yeah, we're not in the position. I mean, we could, like, if it was just your parents, yeah, but your company property.
Yeah. Unsurprisingly, after the Hope reindeer inspired, his response is less than happy. Stomps his foot, screams that you're all idiots, and then basically runs back out into the rain.
Okay, tell us something we don't know. Mm-hmm.
At least it's only a little rainy today. You know, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Well, what else are you guys doing today?
Looking for another child.
Yeah, give us a better quest than the last one.
The quest that involves less corporate espionage. I'll have to go.
You don't find any children.
To wear their fucking helmet straps.
But no, if anything, I'm just gonna hang with my buddies with you know, the hooch. See if there's any words around like who the fuck these guys are, the spooky, scary, whatever they are.
Bug, but kind of actually.
The bug creatures? Or
Yeah, I was feeling they're not going to know any more than we know.
I don't know. Maybe they might like you know some.
Before we came here, they didn't realize they were people.
Well,
Yeah,
that's all.
That's news to them.
I guess just you know shoot the shit.
Actually,
Like,
yeah,
man,
the
look
only
at
way
these
they would
fucking-
know is if fucking patients started handing out that info.
Mm-hmm. And surprisingly, Patience has not done that yet.
Bro, why not?
And when Hedera finally hears that you're spouting off about it, he has words and basically tells you to stop.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't do that. Okay.
Don't do that. Fuck off. What? Huh?
So, at some
You're my
point during
mom.
the day, you guys all get basically the same message from Patience that says, "I need to discuss something with you."
All right, let's go talk to patient.
Mhm.
Show up combat ready. Every time he needs to talk something with us, we get sent out on a fucking mission.
Yep. So,
To be fair, your mech's the size of you, so it's like.
I could technically show up with my mech if I really wanted to. I don't think he'd appreciate it. And I'd
Yep.
probably get quite a few words, none of which were positive. But I could.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, though. I at least have some decoration.
so yeah, you guys head to Patience's place
Yeah.
and are showed inside by kind of the same thing you've been the last couple times you've been here. I mean, it's a pretty easy place to make it around. And he greets you in the same basically room that he greeted you the first time, the council chambers, in his form, in his usual blue glowing form, Though the room looks a little different from the last times you've been here, as they seem to have like pictures displayed along the like wall screens. They all read like Hercynia, Satellite 1, Hercynia, Satellite 2, etc., etc. They have a bunch of other little data points.
Howdy.
Yep. He just kind of motions for you to take seats or stand or do whatever you need to do.
Take a seat.
Because he's still at his holographic giant desk with all of its stuff on it. And after you guys get yourselves settled, Patience basically starts this meeting by saying, "There's a sound that haunts me." He stands from his desk and walks over to the wall, hands behind his back. Something like an echo. He just kind of looks over at one of the satellite images. I'm blind to where it's coming from. I can hear it on the Omni. Sounds liturgical? Rhythmic, at least. Like a heartbeat. And Patience, like, snaps his holographic fingers in time. Like a heartbeat would sound. Kind of the doo-dum.
Mm-hmm.
As he just kind of continues doing that as he continues talking. I worried over this small problem for months, wondering if it was some error in my own cognition. We are prone, a small number of us, an outlier, to finding little loops like this. And you see a woman enter the council chambers carrying a folder. She nods up to Patience's form, who just kind of waves at her to take one of the other seats. And then he kind of returns to talking to you guys. The units that you encountered at the farm, I've done some research on it. And looking through the OmniNet and piecing together from what I've heard of your reports, I heard the same heartbeat issuing from it through your speakers. The echo that corrupted that unit is the same echo that haunts me. He pauses, kind of allowing you guys to ask questions.
Are you implying that eventually corrupted like them?
Not yet. But he gestures down at the woman. Adina here is my deputy. He kind of crosses his arms back behind his back. So he turns back towards you guys from the screens. I fear I will need a cycling. However, while I am down, Adina will take over in my stead. Process shouldn't take more than a couple of days. In the meantime, I thought you should know. Adina speaks for me while I am resting.
Okay. And here I was worried that we had to take you, back behind the barn.
That's an NHP.
His face kind of contorts in a confused expression before your
How do you?
metaphor seems to click in his head.
How would there be shoot?
Won't entirely be necessary. However, I suppose you could call cycling a sort of bringing me back behind the barn. However, I shall return from such a thing, so it's not quite so.
Just while you're just going to
Metaphor.
coma.
I suppose, in a way, as well. Freaking hell, Theo. By
If
the way,
war was declared on the Union that quickly, Adina would be dead within, well,
that's her
probably
name.
an hour, right?
Wow, I got almost every vowel incorrect.
Except the last one.
Yeah, the last one's a little hard to get incorrect.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But with that, he basically kind of turns back and seems to like start getting his other things ready. As an NHP of his nature has lots of things to keep going, you know, lots of plates to keep spinning. And Adina stands up and kind of tells you guys that everything should be fine, and if you need anything, to ask her.
So there's this kid.
No.
Yep. She nods as you say, "There's this kid," and kind of steadily like shoos you guys out the door, nodding. Yes, I'm sure it's very interesting. I do have many things to do, and I'm sure you have many things to do yourself, drinking or whatever Union soldiers do in their off time. Thank you very much for your work. Bye.
I can tell we're gonna get along great.
Really? I thought we wouldn't, but if you say so.
Yeah. So you guys are pushed back out into the mist.
All right, what are the chances something goes terribly wrong while she's in power? I give it 95%.
None.
So like
This
80
is
No
going
chance.
flawlessly.
That's
eh, I mean non-zero for sure. Definitely over 50 too. But
No.
you know,
Will we be attacked or something? I don't know. But that's not something going wrong.
that's
maybe we have different
Something going
definitions.
right.
it depends on how
Okay.
the fight goes, really.
Yeah. And where the fight is, because there's like a lot of people and like bang bang boom boom, yada yada yada.
So I don't know what you guys
Maybe
end up
some people
doing
get
for the rest
caught
of
in
the
the
day,
crossfire.
but
Probably head back to the inn, lay in bed for a little bit.
Mhm.
Yep, chilling.
you guys spend the rest of the day doing whatever you feel like doing. And in the morning, you're greeted by a slightly different board. There's actually a posted thing.
Big bulletin board.
Yep.
Big bulletin board.
The post reads, posted, missing militia at Watchpoint Sierra. Count 3 troopers.
Fucking watch
Okay.
Sierra, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys don't know where Watchpoint Sierra is.
Time to go
It's
ask.
not on your map.
Mhm.
So,
Consult
well,
Adina.
Hey,
where are you
new
going to
girl.
go ask?
I'm gonna ask the militia.
Hadura, you mean?
Hmm?
Hadura is the leader of the militia.
Yes.
Yep.
So, yep, you find him training a bunch of new recruits.
Where's Watchpoint Sierra?
Watchpoint Sierra. He then kind of seems to recognize the name. Oh, are you guys going looking for those troopers?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan.
Just one of you?
Oh, so
I mean, I guess it's
I
not
mean,
that dangerous,
what-
but
Sure, the rest will follow.
Yep.
We're here.
Yes,
Stand behind
sir.
you, unequivocally.
Unequivocally, is a big word.
I'll make sure to have that recording for the tribunal.
we'll follow you anywhere, unless it's away from the bar.
Follow directly into the wall.
yeah. He yells at the troopers to keep training. One of them gets so excited that he accidentally drops his rifle.
And I instinctively start yelling at him.
He walks over to one of the small buildings kind of set around the barracks, which is actually set near the governor's manor. And or governor's manor, it's not a manor, it's something else. But governor's farm, that's what it was. And following
Governor's
in,
Hall.
he goes and he pulls out a small data pad and sends basically a digimap to you guys that has a couple of the watch points marked out on it, but he obviously has like marked out Watch Point Sierra as the important one. And you discover that it is a overlook kind of set to the south.
Well, we'll be
It's
back.
right before like some plains. So he nods. I hope you find him. I'd really rather not lose troopers to the, Sinians or whatever.
All right. Go acquire
Oh,
members.
you mean the bug people?
Yeah, he would call them the Gregorians. So, yeah,
Yes, bug people.
I'm guessing you guys are hopping in your mechs so that you don't have to walk.
Yes.
Yup.
Granted, it doesn't actually
Mhm.
change much for me because I'm still fucking walking.
How fast?
Again,
Just-
get on me.
yeah. How fast is it?
4. Speed.
Oh, you're
At least for me it is. It only starts at 3, actually.
Yeah, so you're pretty quick.
Yep.
I'm a little bit zoomer.
Yeah.
It actually moves the exact same speed as me walking normally.
Again, Paeden.
I'm going to
Get on.
fucking ride the Lancaster.
Yeah.
You gotta give him the little victories.
Please. That's all I have.
So,
You have big victories occasionally.
yeah.
There's that time
Do you guys have any tracking abilities or anything along those lines? Because, yeah.
The last downtime, though it wasn't, it isn't recording my current updated character. I did do the,
Yeah, investigate.
yeah,
All right, that will do.
I have a +2 to that.
I
Yeah.
have a +4 to investigate.
Okay, well, way to fucking rub it in. Alright. Use the help action.
Fuck Christ.
Some point to learn what the heck the help action actually does.
I have the, what is it called? I have that, like, I can hack into my allies to give them a little +2 to a skill check.
Yeah, but the bolster action is not. It doesn't help with pilot skills. It helps with mech skills and saves.
Oh, okay.
So it's not helpful for. Yeah.
Well, I will use my superior sensors to
Mm-hmm.
help him somehow.
Imagine having sensors. Kind of cringe, honestly.
Yeah, that sounds like a helpful thing. So I'll give you another advantage. Oh, another. I'll give you an advantage on the check to investigate.
Rather unfortunate, but we take those.
Yeah, I mean 15 is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yep. Walking down to the south, you do find some telltale signs of, like, soldiers, well, militia members. In this case, they're not really soldiers. Escaping to the south. And stuff like spent shell casings and, like, Nutribar, like, wrappings and whatnot, just kind of left behind. I mean, they're kind of hidden. Someone's at least kicked them, like, into tree roots and whatnot, but you find them easy enough on sensors.
Kick them under a bush.
And popping out to kind of find them. And eventually, after walking all the way down there, you reach Waypoint Sierra, or Watchpoint Sierra.
How's it looking?
It's pretty nice. It's this big, tall, rocky butt that spurts up out of the plains. Has a really nice commanding view of it due to that. And well, the plains themselves are just an ocean of green with a river just kind of moving through it. There are a couple of other like little butts that are just much further away, but theirs are covered in like little low windswept trees rather than the nothing. And you guys do see a couple of birds just kind of pinwheeling around.
Are they carrion birds?
Okay.
I don't think you know from. Probably not. They're more.
My local wildlife book.
I guess you could roll survival to try and know. If you really, really want to know. Or just ask, I suppose. But, yep, you guys find their trail continues into the plains themselves towards one of those other butts rather than this one in particular.
Are they carrion birds?
Are you asking?
Reindeer rolled survival and rolled a 19.
Yeah.
But I'll also ask, just to make sure.
Yes, you're fairly certain that this particular type of bird is a carrion bird. Mostly because they're, like, pretty short.
Let's take a quick look at where they're circling.
Yeah.
They seem to be circling around, as you guys kind of track their location, around some sort of large insectoid creature. Large as in it's bigger than fricking Paeden's whole Mac.
Doesn't take much.
Yep. It seems like it's been shot by a mix of assault rifles, like kind of the same ones that the militia carry, and a laser fire. Yeah, the thing itself seems to be this kind of small, like, almost spider-like ant. Like, it has 8 legs, but it has big pincers on the front of it. More like an ant than a spider's fangs.
Check
Yeah.
the pincers to see if there's any blood on them.
Yeah, I was gonna check for any human blood around.
You don't see any.
Well, that's good.
You see lots of footsteps of, like, more of these things, but... Yeah. They seem to be headed towards one of the other butts as well. I don't know. Am I mispronouncing this word, or is it just literally that's how it's pronounced? I feel like I looked that up, and it is.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a butte is how you pronounce it. Yeah. It's just like low mountain, small, large hill type of thing.
We could follow the tracks.
To the other hill.
Yep.
You don't see any signs of the soldiers themselves, right?
Not following the trail of the insectoid things.
Oh, yeah,
But
we
the
could follow-
insectoid things are also significantly larger than a human, so they might have accidentally destroyed the tracks. Well, accidentally for you guys, on purpose for them. But moving near the thing, you see a small camp that happens to have a couple of humans standing around it.
Do they look like our humans?
I mean, they're carrying the same rifles, and they do seem to have some, like, surplus militia gear.
Howdy, folks.
Yep. They, of course, notice you guys as you approach. It's kind of hard to hide a freaking gigantic mechanized walker. But, well, they do still carry their rifles. They just kind of have them pointed either toward the ground or away. They seem to be waiting for something, as they've set up kind of like a small camp, a little fire and whatnot under some of the trees.
So I've been spending a lot of my spare time with the militia. Do these appear to be any militia members that I recognize?
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Yeah, the trio comes from the quote-unquote worker caste of, because the way Evergreen is set up is basically there are three kinds of people. There are, let me see, I just want to make sure I get the names right. But basically, there is the people who are creating things, the people who are like making everything work. So not the doctors, the therapists and other kind of soft jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just make sure. Producers, engineers, and facilitators are the three types. These guys are all a trio of engineer ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're not engineer. No, sorry. Producer ones.
Yeah.
These guys, yeah, are basically like crafter people.
They produce bullets at the enemy.
Well, you're both militia and whatever you're supposed to be doing.
I see.
Yeah, that's the whole point of a militia.
Yep. So, I mean, they don't recognize you in the mech, so they're hesitant and kind of look at you guys. One of them seems to take the lead, a significantly older man, a little bit of gray hair in his beard, and his dark hair, but his eyes seem to echo at least a certain level of determination.
Are there as many of them here as there should be?
There
Yeah.
are three, yes.
Okay.
Need something?
You should have come back from your watch already, or checked in at least.
Like the loss of company property. I don't see that.
I was more worried about the loss of live. I've kind of spent a lot of effort training people.
They aren't planning on going back. We're done. Landmark and Evergreen.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I mean, all of you know this because it was in the briefing document, effectively, that I'm assuming all of you read. But at least in Mina's case, desertion is totally a freaking crime.
Mm-hmm.
Imprisonment is the starting place.
Desertion's a capital offense, Guzzo.
Okay.
Shooting will be the safest thing I've ever done.
Last year, is this a war crime?
No, it isn't actually. If they refuse to come back and I fire on them, firing on deserters is very legal, actually.
Indeed. That is correct. By Union Code A371-U, firing on deserters for any combat zone is allowed.
Precariousness of their situation.
Yeah, I will.
That
Like,
this joke, while very funny, should probably discontinue if they wish to live.
desertion's a capital offense. This isn't something to joke about.
Or is it?
It isn't.
No, it's not. No, it's...
Or is it? It isn't. No, you're right. It definitely isn't. No, you make a good point.
A compelling argument, if you would.
Look, can you look the other way just this once? You don't want to go back and live back with that thing. You want independence. We'll vanish into the woods and you won't hear of us ever again.
Actually, wait. Do you want a kid?
On a scale of 1 to
Yeah, Ambassador, scale of 1 to 10, how open are you to the idea of doctoring this video? Like the last couple fights.
Well, it is within
You
my
know,
programming to do so. I do prefer not to do so.
Mm-hmm.
That does not, however, mean I am entirely unwilling to do so. As always, I shall follow your lead, Batman.
Alright.
still can't get over that actual name.
Huh?
Nothing.
Is your actual name Moonshine?
Or what did you want Ambassador to call you? Because he would have called you that instead.
I wouldn't. Would have been the call sign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was remembering.
At least when on duty, which,
Mm.
you know, is 99% of the time I'm going to be having conversations with Ambassador.
Yep.
Alright. We should have a conversation here, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about letting them go?
No problem. If one of them would be willing to cut themselves a little bit, we could pull a blood on
You realize we could just
It's just a
tell them-
giant bug. There is no machine part of it.
That's
as
what they
far as
want
you
you to
guys
think.
Guys, we could just probably tell them that we didn't find them, right? Like we don't have to try and
We don't have to say that they
Doctor
died. And then when they get spotted, someone comes asking us, hey, well, what about this about them, dying?
we
I
just say
mean,
that
look.
we lost the trail when we came upon the dead bug because we couldn't find any human footprints. It's not. I don't know why you're trying to make this harder than it has to be.
I'm pretty sure I've been assisting a illegal moonshining operation for like the past month, so
That being said, you all should definitely go farther away than you are current. I was saying that to the three.
Yeah. Considering it took us how long
You
to
should
find them?
skedaddle.
well, to be fair, we're also in mechs, so it might be a little bit faster
Yeah.
unless they have.
We're in mech, so we're pretty fast. However, like at the same time, it didn't take us like an entire day to get here or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, finding them wasn't the hard part.
They
it's
made a
just-
camp
yeah.
fairly nearby, it sounded. So I'm giving that really any amount of distance isn't enough. They should really keep moving. No matter what, they shouldn't be setting up a camp here and waiting. And I'm going to express this to them.
Well, we aren't exactly planning on staying here much longer.
All right. Well, get moving when able, and
Yep. As he says that, by the way, all of your sensors light up with a small group of those armored bug-like creatures crawling out of the woods with their guns up.
just one day. Just one.
Do notice that while their guns are up, they don't immediately start firing.
Have you found your reason to fight?
I mean, how are you guys reacting to a bunch of infantry squads pointing guns at you? Or sorry,
Turning
it's,
to
actually-
look.
it's not infantry. I apologize. Some of them are infantry.
How far away are they?
Pretty close. It's infantry and actually a quartet of rangers.
Well, how far away matters to me because I need to know when I can get within kill range in one turn because that will change my answer.
I guess it would be more how far away am I?
Well,
seeing
how
as,
close are you guys to the soldiers?
I don't know.
Like, are you
Uh,
talking while inside, or
I would have been talking about outside the mech, but I've also
Yeah.
got to speak. So
I would have gotten
you gotta hear their answer?
Yeah.
You got to hear
I
their answer. Doesn't matter if they can hear you.
Yeah,
if you're
that's
unable
true.
to hear them.
I don't know, like 2, 3 range.
Okay. Yeah, so they're about 6 or 7.
Okay, then I would hop down off of our good friend Moonshine, but I would not be making any I would not start shooting or anything. I would just turn to look at them and wait. If they're gonna open fire, then I'm gonna start committing some unfortunate acts.
Oh, my bullet slipped.
Yeah. Oops, the recording didn't get doctored. Now there's a lot of corpses. Oopsies.
You guys don't immediately attack, which it doesn't sound like you're immediately attacking. The militia trooper that's been speaking to you just kind of walks between the two of you and holds up his hands in both directions and starts yelling, "Calm down, calm down, come on." He just kind of turns to you guys and gestures back at the bug-like creatures. They're just here to escort us to our families, that's all.
What?
So is this a temporary truce? We don't shoot now so we can kill each other in, I don't know, 2 or 3 days probably?
That's none of my concern.
Fair enough. Alright, Ambassador, you got a lot of footage doctoring ahead of you.
Yep. So, one of the infantry squad leaders kind of steps forward to them after, they raise their hands. And the rest of his squad kind of follows suit after a moment. And then you see the militia trooper that's been talking to you guys kind of walks up to the squad leader. They chat for a moment, shake hands, and over the radio you can hear, or over the external speakers, you can hear them talking. The language doesn't come out at first. It's really heavily accented for what whatever it is. And then your universal translator kicks in, as of course all of these things have it. And crops up as Old Unigal Common. And after chatting for a little while, they eventually start leading them back into the woods, leaving in an organized column. The squad leader kind of waits at the back for a moment, just kind of regarding you guys for a fairly long moment before turning and leaving.
Well, Ambassador, find somewhere to save that interaction.
Somewhere very private.
Yeah, somewhere very safe.
Yeah. You see a simulacrum kind of twitch for a moment, and then all of a sudden he nods. Complete. It has been saved.
All right, well, this is going to be a fucking great report to file. All right, to get the story straight, we came out, we found signs of them, we got to the bug, we found the trail of all of the bugs. That's where we lost any signs of them. We gave up, we went home.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Get back up on the fucking Lancaster. Start going home.
Yep. So you guys return home. Yep. Hedera is not pleased to hear 3 of his soldiers have been apparently eaten by bugs, but things happen.
Yeah. Can't win them all.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, we did it. We helped people commit.
Treason.
Technically, yeah.
Yes. We have technically just helped people commit treason.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
However-
think technically.
However, on the other hand, it was against the company, so fuck them.
You should have just joined them.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just got this thing. I don't think I can maintain it for long periods without an actual printer. So no, I'm fine without.
And not the way you guys have been fighting.
You see, that's why you have me. I'm
Mm.
walking printer.
Yeah, I don't think the Caliban's really built for long-term engagements.
So, the next couple days after you guys return are unfortunately absolute downpours that make going outside to do anything freaking miserable.
Time to walk around the hard suit for a few days.
Yeah, even in the hard suit, like targeting computers are like, what the hell is going on?
Just start turning off all the computers until I'm just walking around it with the computers all off.
You know, just the power supply moving the exoskeleton around. So after a couple of days pass, and patience comes back online, and things kind of start to return to normal. Patience requests your presence once again at apparently a meeting known as an Evergreen Emergency Management Council meeting.
Ambassador, someone's been digging around the file.
What are you asking, Ambassador?
No one's been digging around in your files, right?
I do not believe that anything has been digging around through my files. They are quite secure.
All right, that's good enough for me. All right.
Well, based on my limited knowledge of how to secure files.
Well, you can't win them all.
A little
Show
less
up
than
in
enough
hard
for me.
suit.
Yep.
I mean, keep in mind, he's still just a student, like,
Yeah.
level NHP, so he's not exactly a, like, super one.
Yeah, but as much as I would like to delete that, I feel like that could be important in the future. Like, it's unfortunately a good thing to keep around.
Yep. So, you guys all show up.
They slap an emergency in front of it. I imagine we can't necessarily sleep in.
Oh, we can,
I mean,
but
might be frowned upon. Then again, what have we done here that wasn't particularly frowned upon?
Honestly, yeah, we should stop trying to fucking make them smile. They just won't. Pissed off.
Yeah.
They're mad.
All right, let's go talk to this motherfucker.
Yep.
Let's go hear
Right,
what was
right.
fucked up.
And sitting in the council room, of course, Patience at his holographic desk above the table. But you also see Adina G, as well as Militia Commander, as well as Chief Engineer Fielding. Everyone's here.
Gang's back together.
And
Fielding
now's when I
looks
throw a
bored.
single grenade and kill everyone here. The column is thrown into chaos.
All the human all the human leaders. Patience. would be
Yeah, I think
fine.
I could get to the servers before anyone could stop me.
Through a small army of sub-automatons. Yeah.
I can run fast.
Speed 4. Plus chip.
I've got a Caliban right around the corner.
Adina is kind of her usual self from what you guys have seen of her. She looks focused, patient, etc. Adura and Fielding both look a mix of why the hell are we here and I have things I need to be doing right now.
Wow, what a coincidence.
To be
So
fair, I'm in
Patience-
the same boat.
Like the first.
Yeah, he ushers everyone to sit down, let you get comfortable, before pulling up the agenda, which at least for him is a holographic piece of paper that then kind of reads out into the small consoles set into the table. The first item, Evergreen has one weather and imaging satellite. On every third day, it diverts from its usual orbit to fly an imaging mission. capturing a ribbon panorama that images a single circumnavigation of Hersina. On its most recent one, things, well, he goes and he pulls up a part of the panorama, and the satellite image shows a single figure, a person, leading an agricultural drone.
Mhm.
The others kind of look at it, very, very obviously concerned.
I look at it very obviously confused.
All right, what's his?
This does not come from our continent. It doesn't come anywhere near Evergreen.
Mhm.
It comes from an unexplored continent thousands of kilometers away. And that agri-drone, its silhouette doesn't match anything in our inventories. In fact, it appears to be a model that was discontinued hundreds of years ago, if our records are correct. I did, of course, order 2 immediate passes, and then kind of shows 2 more images bracketed with the first image. And with a flourish, he goes and he displays them on 2 of the monitors. One to the it's marked to the west of the initial picture, shows clearly cultivated fields and a path that obviously the farmer was leading the drone back through. The other shows the outskirts of a much, much larger settlement, a city even perhaps. Low homes of native wood, red brick, and stone, mixed with long converted bulkheads from old Union ships. Winding streets leading further west. Crowds of people milling through them, and large carrier drones ferrying goods, along with stalls streaming threads of smoke and steam. And Patience just kind of looks back at the room. If my models are correct, this isn't the only city. In fact, this likely means that we're not the first here. There are likely millions of people living in these settlements.
When's the ride showing up again?
At this point, in about another 1.5 months, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So this is still our problem for a month and a half. Okay.
Yep. Let me check. I think it's 2 months.
Yeah, no, it's 2 months.
Yeah,
but,
it was 2 months. I just didn't know how much time it actually passed.
Yeah, 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks. It's 4th day of the 2nd week, or 3rd week. Blah.
Okay.
So, how would you say your diplomatic relations with those people are?
Currently, 0.
Non-existent.
We have not currently reached out in any way. However, it does mean that I'm going to need to reach out to Landmark Colonial's home office, as this world is not supposed to be populated.
Uh-huh.
Just sighs.
What's the plan for now?
For now, we keep an eye on it. We keep running passes and seeing what's there. Perhaps there's more. He goes and he kind of taps a few buttons on his desk, and your data pads chirp. I've given you access to the satellite. You can only use it once every 3 days, as we can, but maybe you can also find other things that are hiding. Yep. He sends the other 3 off, but he does keep you guys here.
their relation with the bug people are?
Given that the bug people aren't bug people, but are in fact people.
Unknown.
People?
For all we know, they're, well, partners, part of the same civilization. It is unknown based on only satellite imaging.
You said that drone was how old?
By our records, hundreds.
I'm gonna guess. Basically, what I'm trying to piece together in my head is how long ago would they have been speaking Old Galactic Common?
Quite a while ago.
I'm
Second
assuming.
probably would be around that time. And that would
Yeah,
be 500 or so years ago.
yeah, that's about what I was expecting. Okay. I
And
think
there's
it was
something
it's
else.
treason. I don't say that.
Scouts have had reports of, well, the Egregorians, Hercynians, whatever these creatures are, getting bolder, starting to get very, very close to Evergreen. So, I would like you to start to look for their base. It's time to dig them out. Go on the offensive, as it were. I don't know how many more attacks we can outlast with your assistance, though we are very, very appreciative of your help at keeping our main systems online. I'm sure I don't need to tell you how devastating it would be to lose either the OmniNet node or our generator.
Of course.
So you want us to go try and dig out the base of these things, where there are 4 of us, and they are consistently able to launch attacks that we are having relative amounts of difficulty fighting off.
I'm not asking you to go find them now, but I just would like you to recognize that that is a request that will be coming soon. We need to finish this and get them off of our land as fast as is possible.
And to facilitate, we do come with 2 thermonuclear warheads.
Thermonuclear, get that weak shit out of here.
They have a
We've got
colony
8
to run,
nuclear warheads strapped together.
and with the Echo, I would like to start looking back into that and not dealing with these attackers, raiders, whatever you want to call them.
Well, let's see. So right now he has a satellite that flies over that place. Not over that place, but like has gone to the edge of that thing occasionally, right?
This is the first time they spotted it, but yeah.
How have you guys missed this for so long?
Well, the satellite does a circumnavigation. We've been circumnavigating the wrong places, I suppose. It is only one city across an entire world. Believe it or not, that's a pretty small amount of land. Yersinia is quite big.
Yeah, that's fair. I probably should have asked how wide what the satellite saw was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my idea is like to use the satellite again and try getting moving it to some degree.
So we have
Trying to
reached
figure out.
the basically the the point where the module breaks.
Yeah.
Because basically they make 3 attacks.
continue, or you can betray them.
No, this is the point where the attacks are in the wrong order.
I
So, what would you guys like to have happen?
But what would you like to have happen? I assume you mean, do you want them to attack the same place, or do you want them to attack
A different
a
location.
different place?
Yeah.
I would lean towards a different place.
Likewise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'm going to do something a little different for this attack.
The entire party was killed within turns.
Pretty
This
much.
attack will take place in the cinematic universe.
I mean, it is going to not be something you're, like, fighting on a battle map for.
Mhm.
So I'm going to borrow their attack node, or attack thing. It's basically like a narrative battle. That's what it is.
Alright.
Give me a second to find the rules as something happens on the 5th day. There we go.
Can't wait to see the 17-year-old dead on the ground after this attack.
Mhm.
He's wearing the exact same outfit, but now he's got eyeglasses on to show that time has passed.
Okay. So,
If he died doing what he loved, nothing.
Bitching.
okay. So we're basically going to have a battle. There's basically 3 kinds of attacks that can happen in this narrative combat system they've made for this. There's minor attacks, which are basically a sniper fire, like a sniper attacker, an artillery barrage, like one particular event. They have then major attacks, which are like an actual attack by enemy forces, like full squads of infantry, full mechs, like etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
So it is an actual like assault. And then there's battles, which are basically longer major attacks. Major attacks only take 1 round. Battles last longer.
Mm-hmm.
So, one second.
Good time.
Sorry, I skimmed these rules, but I'm trying to make sure I understand exactly how it all works.
Mm-hmm.
Because believe it or not, freaking non-tactical narrative combat is weird.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Okay, so I need... where do I want to put this? Do I want to put it on Evergreen's map? I guess it works on Evergreen's map. So... Nah, we'll do it in a different place. So basically there's like a battle tracker thing where you decide how things are going.
Poorly. Always poorly.
I mean,
What if they were going well?
they'd be going well.
Woo! That'd be pretty cool.
Well, No, I don't want brown. I want black. There we are. I have Koi in the background, distracting me.
Pass the ammunition.
Okay. Thing. There we go. Guess I can just make this bigger or smaller if I need to. I'll drag you guys over here in just a second. It's gonna have to be way bigger. Too small. You know, here, I can drag you guys over. You guys don't need to be over there.
Something, something, token, something, something, vision.
Can you guys not see it all?
Black is what I can see.
No tokens.
Oh. Okay, there you guys. You guys should be able to see all that. This is their ever so wonderful battle tracker.
Looks suspiciously like a number line.
It's probably because it effectively is a number line.
Quite suspect.
Can we have one member of the party way down here and another one way up here? For one member of the party, the battle's going great. For another one, the battle's just fucking awful.
Who should we use as? Yeah, we'll use patience, I guess, as you guys. Yeah, we'll use one of you. Why not? Theo, 1 through 4. You just know it was you.
No, I
There you
just
go.
chose the biggest number.
Well, you guys are represented by reindeer.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to make.
Just as I always wanted.
I'm gonna have to make this way, way bigger. But this is going to be a larger battle than I originally thought.
The number line?
Yeah, I need a bigger number line.
That is a much bigger number line. What the? Yeah, he'll stick on a 4 or 5, but then he's like, I'm going to 8.
Oh, because it says a small skirmish is like between +3 and -3, and this is definitely bigger than a small skirmish. So
The medium-sized skirmish.
now this is like a major freaking assault. This is the gloves have come off. Things need to happen.
Come back on, I might get a little chilly.
Decided that we must die.
You know, just thinking.
Well, I imagine
about
they
it. I
probably
also
shoot
could have
us
just
and we're
done
taking
this. Whatever. It's fine.
Who knows, maybe they'll hesitate.
So,
Yeah, they'll hesitate and we fucking won't.
you know, what do you guys do on day 5? So
Another
after
thing.
the news,
I go annoy the fucking militia more.
basically, what are you guys doing for downtime? Downtime action. Bleh.
Is it still hard raining?
Yeah. Well, no, it's less now. It's always raining.
Yeah. except when it's misting. But that only precedes harder raining.
I mean, misting is just very light rain. It's still
Yeah.
just rain.
Yeah.
I don't believe so, unfortunately.
I mean, they did have like the equivalent of bingo, right? Or whatever. Yeah.
Bingo?
I'm down to go to that, even if reindeer isn't. Fuck it. Been here long enough.
I'll support you in your bingo play.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. It's a learning experience. Sometimes it is hard to notice.
Yep. Actually, I wonder, did they change the downtime stuff in this? So it's less. Let's see. Nope, it's still 16 plus. It's the max. 16 plus is too good.
Seems like a brief explanation. Where's the real downtime?
Mm.
There you are.
The perfect downtime action for this. Get into a gunfight.
You don't have to label every piece in the number line. You can like just do every 3 if you wanted.
I could. But at the same time, it'll be easier to keep track of it this way. Why isn't it?
We're in this deep.
Yeah, I've already gone this far.
You've already copy pasted so many numbers.
Yeah. Now we gotta go to the other side too.
I would like to pick power at a cost.
Alright, what are you trying to get?
Power.
No, I'm not. I'm tempted to get like invisibility throughout my turn instead of just at the end of my turn, but there's some pretty good bad results for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You're going to try and basically get your system to be all the time.
All the time except when shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So if I shoot, I still don't go invisible, but moving does not prevent invisibility. Does
All
that
right.
sound reasonable, or?
Yeah, it sounds reasonable to me. Did I freaking forget a line? I did. It's good anyway, because I'll have to just... If we have more battles, since we're deciding to continue this, then I can make them bigger or smaller just by adding to the number line.
Wait, who said anything about continuing this?
I don't imagine you'd have to make it smaller though. You just don't go as far on the number line. You're like removing
So,
the
what
hard
are the
work
rest
you're
of you
doing here.
guys?
Bingo.
So you're just hanging out?
Yeah, hang out.
Okay. So would you like to get a damn drink in that case?
Sure.
Or focus?
I don't know how much focus one needs to play bingo. So get a damn drink sounds like the tech.
And are you continuing to
Well, you
yell at
know
the
how-
soldiers?
Yeah. Trying to see the stuff to do.
Here, we'll do Tinker, Tune, or Puzzle Out for you, Theo. Since that seems kind of like what you're trying to do.
Wait, what is this? I didn't see that one.
It's basically power at a cost, but
Okay.
more in line with what you're trying to do.
Organized.
So, let me see.
Where is this one? I don't actually see this one.
It's part of a different book, that's all.
Oh, okay.
So I'll tell you what. All right. So you're basically going to hang out.
Sense of adventure. Power at a cost.
Are you
Fine,
are
let me
you trying
try
to
what-
say the equivalent of bingo isn't adventurous?
Yes.
Are you saying that bingo isn't power at a cost?
So what? You're just gonna hang out?
Yeah.
Alright. We'll say get a damn drink is close enough to hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
So what about Hive Mother and Moonshine?
We're gonna keep training the fucking piece.
I'm probably gonna try to repair something. Like, I don't know. Is there anything to repair?
I mean, not like immediately. You can find something to repair or upgrade.
Reindeer when she breaks her neck.
Well, there's a.
Reindeer when she gets structured by a squad of infantry.
That's gonna happen anyway. Do you want me to just give you the options, Nor?
Sure.
All right. So
Feels like
in the standard book,
it's
which
either
some of
that
them
or was my other thing.
because some of them are going to be overlapping. You have power to cost, buy some time, gather information, get a damn drink, get creative, get focused, get organized, get connected, scrounge and barter. And that's all the ones in there. In this, where there is a couple that are like overlapping, so I'll probably skip those. There's build camaraderie, use off-road comms. Tinker Tuner Puzzle Out is a little different than Get Creative, but close enough. Training consultation, which is what Paeden's doing. Romance, which is exactly what it sounds like, and navigate bureaucracy.
Romance.
I'm just gonna see what the Warden Street is. You know,
What are you trying to
sure,
do?
I'll romance.
All right, who are
I'll
you trying
romance.
to romance?
Give me a
Anyone.
drink.
Parents
Tender.
up to.
People you don't know because you didn't
That's-
go and talk to them.
That's my
You are aware
new.
of their existence.
Romance the NHP.
Talking about ambassador or patience? I'm not stopping you. I think they might though.
I don't discriminate. I find love wherever.
I don't.
All
think
right,
they
Probably
so
at
you're
the
just
bottom of a
picking
barrel.
random person at the bar, a
Mhm.
random militia member.
Yeah, you know, I'm probably going to be off world soon.
If you choose
I'm
an
sure it won't,
actual,
come back to bite.
you're gonna
All
have
right.
some fucking issues.
We'll go down the list then. Reindeer. Do you want to do romance at a cost? Because there are other methods of freaking messing with your goddamn mech. As it
Romance
is.
at a cost.
Romance at
I got laid, but at what
No.
cost? Syphilis.
Can't do some romance at a cost, can
Star Wars relations and
It's just an STI. That's all it is.
I?
stuff.
Yeah, that's the cost. You get romance, but you get an STI.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fucking-
literally the fucking
That'll
cost.
keep on giving.
That's so fucked up.
I mean, how does the other one work? Because I'm fine with just power at a cost. But is the other one like rolls or something?
I mean, it's all gonna be rolls.
I think power at a cost is the DM just chooses two things. They go wrong and they go wrong.
I'm just thinking if you're messing with your mech, something more like Get Creative or the tuning would make sense too.
I'll
In fact, it would probably make more sense based on what you're trying to do.
I'll get creative.
Okay.
Describe your project and roll.
Mm-hmm. So you're trying to make it so that your mech standard feature of you can move and make it still be invisible.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just saying yeah repeatedly.
Yeah.
Is that so? Do I roll engineering?
No, you'd use a skill trigger for this.
Okay.
So you'd use most likely hacker fix. It will say 16
God,
plus.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't freaking matter. All right. So, well, yeah, on a 20 plus, in this case, a 16 plus because we're not kind of lower it down to the same ones, so it's consistent. Yeah. I mean, it's a complex thing, but freaking heck. Yeah, you get it done. That system is now working better than it was, at least for this mission. The next mission you take your swallowtail on, you'll be able to move and still be invisible on your turn. Yeah, or between the end of your turn. All right, Blue.
Hello.
Let me see. What's the major difference? Is it just different things? I think it's actually pretty much the same. It's just different. Yeah, different numbers. So, what do you want to do for get a damn drink? How are you getting a damn drink?
Bingo, but drinking. Yeah.
Drunk bingo sounds wild.
It sounds like a blast.
It sounds like something.
Here, let me look at
I'm trying to think what skill trigger you could use is basically the thing.
survive.
I mean, it makes sense. Play drunk
Depending on
bingo.
how bad the drinks are.
Yeah. They can get pretty bad. They can
And
create.
how
pretty
bad you
much-
piss people off in the process.
So do you want to do survive?
Sure.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
You've seen worse.
Yeah, at least it's a success. All 10 is the lowest you can roll before it is a failure. So, on a result of 10 to 15, yeah, I'll just, it makes more sense for this. You basically get the same things, same options that Nor had back at the time he did the same. The knowledge of a militia squad that's been distilling hooch in secret at their post, a reputation as a hard partier, a reputation as a good wingman, a local friend, a contact with medium-level clearance at Landmark Colonial's off-world corporate office, a favor owed to a known person, and an unknown person's Omni address scrawled on a piece of paper along with the date and time.
Help
You
Nora
gain
out.
one of them if you lose
Reputation
one.
as a good wingman.
Fuck it. Wingman it up.
Yep. You gain one of those and you lose one of those.
I'm a very bad partier because I come to drink with fucking bingo. So, you know.
You get wild at bingo.
So you're
I
deciding
do.
to lose your reputation as a hard partier.
But
So everyone thinks he's fucking lame because he doesn't party hard. However, great wingman.
yeah.
Because he's so lame that it props the other person into greater heights of
Exactly. You can't fuck up when you're around me.
Yeah.
There's always someone worse. There's always a worse fit.
Just so we can get to the romance, I'm gonna skip you Paeden, just for this, so I don't
Nah,
forget
it's
it.
fine. Funny.
Nor, how are you being romantic?
Keeping in mind you have a wingman.
Yeah, basically, you're gonna get a bonus from freaking heck that.
Yeah, I want to have my. Well, I'm wondering, what would I use? Like grit or.
Well, grit is what you're going to use if you can't think of any other skill trigger.
Well, let's see. I have hack or fix, so I have
Mhm.
patch.
Fuck it. Romance a
Get
subaltern.
word on
Hacker
the
fix.
street.
It's too easy.
You find someone injured on the street and help them.
I don't know. Probably try at the bar, hit up an engineer or something like that. Like, oh, look at my knowledge. I'm smart. Look at what I can do. Isn't this cool? Please love me.
All right. Due to your good buddy Baloo being a great wingman, I'm basically going to give you an extra +2 on it. So temporarily, your hacker fix hits 6.
Would I like add accuracy?
No, roll basically a +6. So if you can change hacker fix to rank 3 temporarily, like that, then you can just roll it.
I think I can actually change it from here.
Yep.
So I'm not
I know,
sure
'cause
where.
I did it already. So you can just
Oh.
click the button.
It has been, as I say in the business,
Aw.
done.
Just gotta reduce it back to its normal level.
And he struck out.
So,
Yeah.
I showed up just in time to see you fucking strike out.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out please love me is not a good line.
Was that his line?
It was the ending at least.
Oh, apparently.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh man. Well, at least it's no. There's no upside to this.
yep. So
It's
I'm going to
funny.
choose the. Not only did you fail to impress, you failed to even get the other party's attention. In this case,
Fuck.
however, one of their friends or companions or coworkers, etc., noticed. So they might follow up with you in the future, or they might hold that against you as blackmail. Unfortunate.
That's funny.
Quite.
Why do I even
No, it was
look? It's
more
it's
than worth it.
fucking. I don't know what it is with this fucking game, but all my fucking rolls, every single fucking one of them, is always pretty much fucking low. It's like, oh
Yep.
hey, you want to shoot with your big fucking weapon? Sorry, you rolled a
You haven't missed
2.
any of your fucking heal shots yet.
Yeah, your hero shots are coming sick.
Oh yeah, heal shots to the fucking mech that heals every round. Mm.
You know, you seem to
I
be
feel really
complaining a lot
youthful.
about, despite the fact that you're constantly like, I just want to heal people. But when presented with the fact that you're healing people well, you then bitch about it. So fucking, do you want to heal people or not?
That's all I'm known for.
He also wants to shoot people good.
He wants to heal anyone that isn't me, so he can feel like his healing is doing something.
Mhm.
So I guess Paden's here now to be healed. So it's kind of fucked up.
Again, I just heal the person who automatically heals, so.
No, I mean it saved me from structure like twice in a row.
Yeah, that is
It's
fair,
not
but
like he
that.
fucking heals the full every turn. Like they do out damage his healing.
Yeah.
All right. And then finally, training consultation from Hive Mother.
All right, I believe this is Leland's bottle.
Well, this is why I drink the,
Lead
this is why I
I
drink
mean,
the bottle.
it's the way you're doing it, but
Yeah.
Yep.
And back.
Built
Alright.
different.
I'm pretty sure that's about the exact same as I got last time.
indeed it is. So, your expertise shines through and you accomplish the task at hand. Local forces are trained up to a higher standard, or you've secured a steady supply line, etc., etc. The next narrative of combat, attack, or hostile action that involves your units. Basically, it's better. Yay.
Woo! I have successfully taught them once again that chin straps are important. Keep the fucking helmet on.
Yeah. Alright. And that is the downtime actions.
You
and
know,
their
people
results.
wonder why my character stays in the mech and drinks.
No, we don't.
You should just get a
NPC.
damn drink. Go have some fun. Go have some fun. Or build
Yeah,
camaraderie.
fuck.
You already have friends.
You
I
have
tried
people to
it.
go drink with, and you're like, no, let's strike out. That'll be funny.
I even fucked up my reputation for you, man. How fucked
Yeah.
up is that?
I actually ruined his reputation to fucking to try and give you a leg up, and you just tripped over it.
Look, that was his mistake.
Alright.
Yeah,
So-
for believing.
As you guys are starting to kind of head to sleep for the day on day 5 of week 3, stuff happens.
Mhm.
Notably, the sound of laser fire reaches your ears. The faint whine. So,
Thankfully,
what would you
one of
guys
us is
like?
sleeping in their mech already.
Unfortunately, he's also drunk and crying.
English, that was yesterday. No.
You act like I still wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, he doesn't recover
Oh,
quickly.
If you were
So-
ignored, not noticed by the person, you know, might be a couple days.
Yep.
Start heading
So you guys
toward-
are starting at 0.
Just
Mhm.
ugly crying. Just ugly.
I need to go to the right thing.
It's always.
I mean, to
And
be
I'm
fair-
going to say this is a major battle. So you guys basically need to get the battle tracker. Well, either you win if you reach, we'll say if you reach 8 plus 8, you lose if you reach minus 8.
Mhm.
So the battle has started. What are you guys doing?
Mech time.
Moving towards the laser fire.
Yeah.
They've never
Trying to
You're
sober
getting-
up.
Sequoia tanks before.
I'm yelling at my mech to move to me.
All right. So,
Lance
let
is
me
the
see.
first
There are like
thing you
certain
should
actions
always
you
be-
can do. Let me just grab them so it's not a. By the way, you have all the options in the world. No, you really don't. Let me see. Do they not have it? Do I just have to guess? Because that would be really, really sad.
Yeah, it would also be kind of fucked up
Hmm?
if you had to guess.
All right. So, to resolve a major attack, each player chooses a skill they wish to use to resolve narrative action on their turn. On your turn, a player will roll, add any modifiers that might be added to the result, and then choose an outcome on the options listed that they could choose from. Which I'll let you guys know as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Each player on their turn chooses one of their skills in order to use in order to determine the success of their actions during a major attack. If you're in a battle, multiple rounds of major attacks, then make sure each player notes the points their attempt would move the battle tracker, positive or negative, at the end of the round. That's actually a good point. I should probably drag all of you over here so that I can do it this way, so we can just see how many points you get per turn. Freaking heck, I'm weirded out this map is not.
Damn, I am fucking tiny, huh?
Yeah, there we go. It's less weird now. And let's grab a little box. So this will basically be
What?
your action during the turn. This is how I'm basically going to determine how you affect the battle tracker, so I can keep track of it. I guess I could write it in the chat. So. This is easier for me, I suppose. Here, we'll put you there. I'll put reindeer here. Move the zeros so they are underneath. Stop. Go there. Is it only reindeer's thing that I can see? It is. Alright, so reindeer is moving towards the action. And Hive Mother is attempting to basically mech up.
Oh, I get. Sorry, I did say move. Get in my mech and then move to the action thing.
Okay, so yeah, your guys' first turn is basically going to be go get mechs.
That
Yeah.
sounds like about right.
All
Make
right,
sure
how
that
are
as
you moving
Lancers
to
we
get
have the
mechs?
impact Lancers should have.
How are you guys moving to the mechs? Are you trying to move fast? Are you trying to move sneaky? Are you just trying to keep your head down until you can get some freaking metal between you and the laser fire?
Yes.
Because it seems like the city has kind of been invaded, and the wall turrets and guards did not do their jobs, as there are freaking guys everywhere.
I'm an old
Uh.
lady, so we're. I'm gonna keep my head down. Not trying to move fast.
Yep.
I'm going to be. You know what? If there's people all over the place, I'm actually gonna have the mech gun it to me, by calling ambassador, and I'm going to be attempting to, more or less just kill any bugs that I see with my handheld weapons.
All right, so you can call. I guess what would you guys like to use? This is the eternal question. What skill would you like to use?
Take part in direct and overt combat.
So assault.
Yes.
All right. So you're going to assault.
Actually, I'm gonna assume there aren't a particular amount of militia people near me. So,
Not yet.
yeah, I'll have to find my way to them before I can start yelling at people to kill.
Mhm.
See ya.
I would like to use survive.
All right. And what about Baloo and Moonshine?
I would like to sprint it to the mech and use get somewhere quickly.
All right. What about Moonshine?
I guess I'm already in my mech, but the first thing I'd probably do is just actually see what's going
You
on.
are not in your mech. Fielding is going to throw you out every time you try that.
But it's already fixed.
It doesn't matter. It's his goddamn mech.
Fuck!
Get out.
You come out of my fucking mechanic shop, I'll break your fucking legs!
Oh look, it wasn't a 1. Surprise.
So you were trying to survive to get there. All right. Yeah, just go ahead and
Yep.
roll. Freaking heck, good rolls.
Alright, we're just gonna,
Well, at least 4 of you do well. 4
Can-
of you.
can-
3 of you do well.
can you wait
very
before
sad.
you say good rolls?
All right. So for
Shannon
the
Reed
3 of you that
Baloo
had
is a target decoy.
the 3 of you that had a well, basically 17 and 18. You guys have 2 options. Your attack or defense was a wild success with minimal casualties. The entire enemy unit was all but wiped out, giving the battle line some breathing room. One of your allies gains a +1 to their next major attack roll, or you can just add 2 to the battle track.
Uh,
Is that 2?
I'm gonna add 2.
Yeah.
Is that okay. I'll add 2.
Yeah, I'm adding 2.
2.
Imagine if we all fucking rolled well
I'm
and
just
I added
fucking
2 as well.
slaughtering through the fucking guys.
That's
Ambassador isn't here to contain me anymore.
Well, I mentioned the enemies have a roll and they can subtract from the battle tracker.
Yeah, they do
We
their own
just
thing.
auto win the game.
Alright.
it would have been funny though if we just
If you
auto
rolled an
won.
8, you get to choose 1. Pyrrhic victory, your attack or defense succeeds, but the unit you're embedded with suffers a percentile of casualties, or just a -1 to the battle track. Martyr, your attack or defense succeeds with minimal casualties, however, your chassis took the brunt of the enemy's fire. Lose a repair until your next rest. Or you're just injured.
I'll take
Or
Martyr, I
-1 to battle
guess.
track. 1 by inches. Your attack or defense succeeds this time. The next time you roll a 2 to 9, reroll and choose the lower of the 2 results.
Mm,
And then, of course, the -1 to the battle track.
yeah. I think I'll go with
I
the
think
Martyr
it's
one.
both you get. So you're going to take Martyr?
Yeah, I think Martyr is the angle.
Okay. So you guys can give each other the bonus as well, because I think you pick one of the options and then it's both options are chosen.
I'm gonna give Baloo a bonus.
All right. So Blue gets a +1 on the next roll. What about for the other 2? Where are you guys putting yours?
Yeah, we'll give one to.
And as a note, Paeden, you can automatically choose the 10 to 15 option if you wish. Once, I should say.
I got some militiamen just that I can scream at. They'll be like, "Fuck, why?"
So even outside your mechs, you guys fight freaking hard.
Kill. The mech was there to restrain me. And you said that we also get to add a +1 to someone, right?
Yeah.
We'll give that to. No.
Just everyone gives one to Baloo.
No.
Yeah, I don't need them all. You guys can I think you guys can take him. Okay, never mind. I guess Theo has decreed that I.
You martyred yourself, so now we pay you back.
No, you're a martyr. Get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked.
Get fucked, idiot.
Yeah,
You should have
I'm not.
killed.
Okay, my bad.
All right. So, as you guys push into the fighting, at least in Hive Mother's case, I need to fix that. And the rest of you are able to jump in your mechs, even if Blue takes a laser shot to the. I don't know. And where are you injured? I'll give you the choice.
Head.
Mouth can no longer speak. Neck Baloo's just bleeding death on the ground. Will none of us notice.
Um, I imagine probably one of the legs.
All right. So yeah, as you're sprinting along, trying to get to the mech bay as fast as possible, you like sprint across one of the streets, and apparently are spotted by one of the Hercynian like rangers, who levels their laser rifle at you and just nicks you on the way past. Yeah, but problem is, it is a laser beam, so it freaking hurts.
Yeah.
So it takes you a little bit longer, and you make it there at approximately the same time the other two get there, as they kick open the doors to the mech bay. So the next round, you guys all have mechs. Though something, of course, happens for the enemy side to not make this quite as easy.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out they were explosives onto the mechs.
We all explode and die.
Mhm.
Yep. So, you guys are basically coming out of the three of you guys are following after the what is it called again? Your mech? The traumatic event handled by an ambassador. As it freaking flails through the streets, being shot once in a while by a loose thing, but it's not enough to really harm it too much.
Hey, this one's also immune to small arms fire, funnily enough.
Yeah. And as you guys all reach kind of the same point that Hive Mother is fighting at, with a group of the militia, a group of mechs basically charges out of one of the side streets and towards you. Led by a mech holding a big sword. Well, it has a sword in its right hand and some sort of like very old looking SMG in the other. And it is going to point at. It's got a point in challenge at Blue before charging forward.
That's not fair. Blue's already injured.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, actually.
Blue's also in his mech.
Okay.
Yeah. All of you are in.
Yeah,
in
no,
your mech.
but I'm injured, so it's fucked up. How does he know that? I don't know, but it's fucked up.
All right. Give me 2 seconds to grab some.
All our points went to Blue, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I give mine to Reindeer.
Yeah.
Which is you, Theo.
Ranger is pleasantly surprised.
Oh, nice.
Can I give out leadership die in this?
Seeing as you guys are going into like an actual combat, yeah.
Good.
Thing. Stop. He's broken.
We're at the
I'm sad. Why are you breaking? God damn it, thing. Why is it that you refuse to allow me to use that tool? I'm sad. Why can't I use my square tool? I don't want to draw with my polygon. That'll take forever. Square tool just like freaking massive? Whatever. Do I really want to draw a map right now? No, it's
The real question is, do you have the option?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you could make it on the side real quick of the battle tracker, and just remove it later if you want. Doesn't have to be detailed at all.
Take this like
Together as a community.
Collective,
No.
sure.
community.
well, yeah. Basically, the arrival of this guy is going to reset the tracker. Is what happens
Mm.
because this guy makes it so that his infantry fight a little harder than they do, along with, of course, a troop of mechs helping. So. Yep. So basically, you guys arrive to the front lines, and yeah, about a dozen mechs pop in, including led by this guy.
Dozen mechs. Fuck.
So, what would
Four
you like?
lancers versus a dozen mechs. Hmm.
Yeah.
Clearly, he and Blue are in an honorable duel that no one's gonna violate.
Yeah.
So
So it's 3 lancers versus 11 mechs, and a 1v1 happening beside that.
Yeah. So there's the sword guy plus about 9 rangers, and then 2
Why
more.
do I
of
hear
those
anime
big
music?
guys.
Man, I should have fucking made an atlas.
Lancer?
If I made the atlas right now, whew,
Yeah.
anyone want to go
But,
first? For instance, someone in a 1v1?
Not particularly if one of you wants to go. Fuck it. The
if
one
I
v
go
one's
first, I
not
can
that
give
important.
you a fucking leadership die to use in your 1v1. Actually, I can do that anyway, though. 'Cause I have the good leadership.
Yep.
Mm.
I would like to launch my prediction robot things if I go.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty fucking good, huh?
We're still in narrative combat, so you still only get to use your triggers.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'd like to hack the enemy's mech. All of their mechs at once.
I mean, you could try that. It'll strain your systems, but you can give it a shot. AKA, I'm going to freaking force you to take minuses if you try that.
Ooh,
But if
what
you do it,
Maybe hack
it'll
a
be
couple.
good.
Like 1, 2.
Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be a hacker fix. Theo. What about the rest of you?
Well, there are now people hanging
I'm
around for
going-
me to lead.
Mm-hmm.
Given my very specific skill set of being a leader, I think I'm going to do that.
All right.
Well, Theo's on the offensive, so I'm going to do support.
How?
How so?
Good.
So how are you hacker fixing?
Fixing
How?
using my drones.
I understand
Oh,
using your
which-
drones,
okay.
but what exactly? How are you using your drones?
I guess it'll just be on the allies, trying to assist them. Yeah,
Preparing a damaging.
if that would work. I'm not sure if that's legal.
Yeah.
hmm
What is a 10 to 15 on the success? What does that get me?
10 to 15 is.
And do I have to decide that before I roll?
All right, it was already rolled. Yes, you do. A
Right.
10 to 15 is exhausting victory. Your attacker defense is successful with minimal friendly casualties. However, the fight was intense. Your next major attack roll suffers a -1. You do get a +1 to the battle track, however. Overextend / stubborn defense. Your attack or defense is successful, but it is exposed a friendly unit's flank. One of your allies suffers a -1 to their next major attack roll, and a +1, of course. Your attacker defense is successful, and in the combat you fought shoulder to shoulder with blank.
It's a very safe bet.
Yep. Theo did a good.
Would you say?
Plus ones, do we hold on to them and then use them when we want to, or is it?
No, it's
Next
for the
roll.
next.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's actually a 23. Is that?
It's still above a 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to lead or inspire. I'm gonna try and keep that 10 to 15 in my back pocket for now.
Okay.
And he then failed terribly.
It's very possible.
Oh wow, I got the exact same result anyway. Nice.
Yeah.
Some things never change.
Select one of them options.
So we will go for the
Okay.
you know what? Sharing victory, sharing defeat. We're gonna go for the one where the battle track moves up by 1, but someone takes a -1, and that -1's gonna be reindeer. Sharing victory, sharing defeat.
Or it probably won't matter. This freaking Theo's rolling so freaking well.
I fought
Alright.
side by side with I don't know, fucking one militia leader or something.
Mm-hmm.
I yelled at him. He was like, "Damn, okay."
Theo, you need to give a +1 to someone else too.
Oh.
Yeah. Your attacker defense is successful, but yeah, overextended.
Moonshine.
Hello.
It is for the next roll, not this one. So
Mm-hmm.
at least I'm stating that.
Wait, is this a +1 or a -1?
The +1 from this.
Okay. Then yeah, +1 for moonshine.
I just mean for next. It's only for next turn.
Right.
It's not this time. So
This up, moonshine. Or rather, don't fuck up next time.
I mean, was the hacker fix your roll, Nor?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, what else would I say? No. I'd like a different one.
So we still
prior
need blue.
Yeah.
You got
prior-
a +1? Where
I
did
think-
you give it, Nor?
I gave it
Where do
to
No, it's
yeah, blue.
Okay. So it's +2.
Mhm.
Okay. And what am I
Yeah.
rolling? Or
I don't know.
that's all right.
How are you? How are you doing?
So essentially, I'm just looking for a skill trigger to use here.
Yep.
So, okay. Probably just survive because the only thing that makes sense. So
Okay.
this level +2 on it.
The
So it goes to
venomous
11.
form of the angry mech.
Yep.
So yeah, that is gonna be a.
Yeah, it goes to an 11. I don't know if it makes a difference. But yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
11 does. Yeah. I figured
That-
you were just going to add it in there, but that works.
I don't know how to add it in because I know you could. I didn't want to increase the rank of it and then decrease it.
Mm-hmm.
I could just
Oh.
1d20 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. You could, but it's already been rolled, and
Yeah.
that is a success on a +4. So you get the same 10 to 15. Exhausting victory over extended stubborn defense or advantage 3, which doesn't have a name.
Exhausting.
Stupid lame. They just forget.
Hmm.
They just forgot to put in one of the things.
So
Do you like copy and
Hmm.
paste that stuff into the
yeah,
chat?
Yeah.
Just so I can.
probably.
I might be able to. It is a very long.
It's fine. I just wanted to, or I just wanted to see the 3 options for that.
Actually, here, rather than in the chat, I'll put it in an entry for this.
As a matter of fact, what are the options? The same thing. What about the 16 or above?
16 or above, you only have one option.
Oh,
So.
okay. Which is just the +1 to someone.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and configure permissions. Observer. There we go. So if you look in the little book area, you should see the major attack, and that's what the different things are.
As they say in the business. Why?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Let me go ahead and. Video. So Nora, did you pick one of the 3 options on there? Or am I just misremembering?
North was crit fail.
Was this a crit fail? Oh, it was a
Yeah.
crit fail. Ooh, okay. Crit fail is different. Critical failure is a crit failure.
Michael's to the battle track.
Indeed, it is. I have mother as a +1. And blue adds a +1 as well. I mean, at least you guys move positively. Barely, but. All right.
Unless I'm missing something, is there any reason to just not choose advantage 3 every time from the 10 to 15s?
What do you mean?
Like the other ones just give +1 to the battle track as well.
I mean, all of them give a +1 to the battle track.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing the advantage 3 gives you a similar -1 to your next major attack roll as well. It's just it doesn't state it because they freaking forgot to do so.
Okay. If that's the case, then yeah, I'll pick out exhausting victory. But because otherwise it doesn't make sense to pick anything other than that.
Mm-hmm. I guess technically it's the first one is your next major attack roll suffers a -1. Your allies do. I don't even know what the hell would it be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just give it a -1 to yourself
Maybe
again
you
because we
could
don't have
suffer a
it.
little bit of damage.
I think suffering damage is probably what would make sense, yeah.
All right, we can go with that.
And the damage would just go to your pilot?
In this case, it would go to your mech because you're fighting in your mech.
Oh. Do I still regenerate?
No, not in this.
In that case, I actually would have chose the damage rather than handing out the The get fucked Theo.
Yeah, I actually will also take the damage.
Mhm.
And is it just a d6 of damage?
But here's the thing: on a 1, you suffer a d6 of damage.
Uh-huh.
Well, you can, I suppose. Martyrs, you lose a repair.
Because this one gives you a +1 to the track instead of a -3, so it's like you suffer penalties for both, but this one's much better. I think. Even if you do suffer a d6 of damage, like I take d6 of damage and
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have it just be another. We're just gonna have it match exhausting victory. So basically, ignore advantage 3 or 2
Okay.
options because they didn't finish it. So I don't know what they wanted to have happen. So, and I'm not gonna try and think up something on the spot. I just don't. I don't know what they were trying to go for.
Fair enough.
So yeah, either your roll or someone else's roll is -1 for you.
reindeer.
Reindeer's already -1. All right, and then we do need to come back to Nora to figure out which of the 2 bad things he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just explode?
I mean, if you keep rolling 1s, maybe.
Disadvantage your next major attack roll or d6 damage.
Yep, that's the options.
I'll just take damage.
All right. All right, 3 damage. All right.
And you added that damage, right?
Yep, I did. All right.
Okay.
So that's that second round.
Okay, who wants to activate, quote unquote?
So basically, what happens is this group of mechs comes in, and the militia
yeah.
just freaking they snap and start to flee. You're able to carry at least some of them, so it doesn't. Hence your rolls in the positive. But this battle line has been almost lost.
Hmm.
So
I'm gonna continue my hacking.
all right. I mean, it was pretty successful last time.
Yeah. Hopefully it stays it.
So
Hmm.
I have a +1 and a -1, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It stays pretty.
It's
Consistent
21
crank.
still. Freaking reindeer is leading the way.
Yep.
Alright, and I'll give the +1 to Moonshine's next one.
Thank you.
I forget
Quite
what I
kind.
gave a +1 to for this round, but
Moonshine as well.
Also
oh,
moonshine.
Okay.
I'll just survive, so it'd be 1d20 +1.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the button that I meant to press. Surely I'm human. Okay, built different.
Well, wouldn't it? You have survive, right? It doesn't matter. You still rolled a freaking nat 20, but.
Yeah, no, because I was -1, right? So
Hmm.
it's the +2 and then the -1.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yep.
Yeah, I think I might toss it over to Moonshine though. A little bit of a make his roll one at a time.
So the Shane gets a +2.
All right, you wanna throw out there, Nor?
Hmm?
Throw out your roll.
Well, it's +1 this turn, +2
Yeah.
next turn.
End result, I gave +1 to the tracker. Three of us gave
Okay.
+1, and then someone gave
Okay.
-3, right?
You have a +2.
You get +2.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you've rolled like above 16, all 4 rolls you've rolled so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Not like a narrative angle.
Oh, there's
Oh,
Moon
nice.
Shots.
So that's a total of +6, and we need to get to +8, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take the 10 to 15 for that final +1 to get us to +8,
Yeah.
and I'll
Oh.
just take a -1 the next roll.
All
It's
right.
looking a lot like an auto angle, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Since this seems kind of boring to me, if I'm being honest, I'm just going to move
Yeah.
this along.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if there was more description and freaking me understanding how the hell this is supposed to work more, yay. But it seems like it still needs work.
Mhm.
So,
Like, I get the thing, it just seems like the enemies just don't have an end.
yeah, they need some sort of action themselves, I think.
Yeah. Because
Maybe
otherwise,
we'll tune this ourselves to see if we can't figure out another way of doing it. So the
Either they
enemy
need action, or you need something like
Doing
a set of
downtime
events that will happen
and,
each
like,
turn.
combat.
Yeah, downtime.
downtime combat. Let me see. Do they have?
Yeah. I think this is fine if you aren't going to be in mechs, but the second you get mech, it should just be mech combat, because that's what the game is built for. It does mech combat very well. I don't know why you would try to take away its greatest strength.
This should be like something for like, you know,
All right.
you have like many units and you're like clashing units, and so like the individual mech combat isn't really relevant.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the idea of the attacks. But maybe we'll figure it out and we might return to this. However, how much time do we have before people start to get sleepy? Because it is 10.
I've been sleepy this entire time, so don't take me into account.
I am filled with.
I'm more
rage, and
thinking
I
of Nor, to be
don't-
honest, since I know
Yeah.
he's always sleepy.
Yeah.
He's nice and stays up for us.
I agree.
Because I can throw you guys into an attack, like an actual battle, but I don't want to do that if we're kind of like, we should think about stopping effectively.
I will say this. Considering how long the other battles have gone, and if
Maybe.
this battle is going to be more difficult, I don't know if I will last it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll save that as you guys face down the effectively final push by the enemies. God damn it, why didn't it save the image I gave it? Annoying. Whatever. I'll be able to set that up. Because the guy even has a token. I made sure to get his token finished today.
I will say, I do
So.
like the like concept of like you're choosing like different advantages and stuff like that.
I think it just needs more work. It's still in progress.
Yeah.
Sign this token. So yeah, I'll set up this battle, and then we'll do it next time. That's kind of the, because it's basically this and then one more beat before the end.
Gotcha.
So, and I am going to, once we reach the end, so next week might be a shorter session, then I'm going to pause there, and then I need to kind of read through part 2, so I kind of understand what is the deal with part 2. So yeah. They do actually have, as part of these battles, they have pivotal moments, is what they're called. PM, they shorten them to. So they have the dramatic action, which is narrative. They have reinforcements, which is a battle modifier. And then they have featured combat, which is basically what this is. It's mech combat. And in this case, this is what this should be. So.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it not? Here, I'll drag you guys back here. So I will get this set up for next time.
Yeah.
Why back go?
Yeah, no, I can't see either of those.
What?
When I first went in here, it said something token failed to generate, and then I can't see Paedon's or TL's
Huh.
mechs.
Also, I noticed that mine was the only mech that's facing this direction.
No.
Yep, Paedon's is existing.
Like everyone else faces this direction, but I face this direction.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know. I probably just forgot to turn it.
The truth is, I never was on your side.
I mean, he was until he changed mechs.
Lotus projector.
The truth is, that bastard never was
Well,
on your side.
what I was doing is all the enemies were facing one way, and so I was kind of just testing which way I wanted them to look, and I ended up returning them back to the way I had them originally.
And then you realize Paeden is pretty angry, so he's probably an enemy.
If
True.
you're just gonna be setting things up, I want to go sleep fast.
Yeah,
see.
you guys don't need to be here for
Yeah,
setting up
okay.
stuff.
Farewell.
I might
Well, I
be
mean,
here for making a vampire character, though.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that, huh?
Nope. That's what Theo's doing right now.
Also, Theo, like the auto-resolve joke, that was pretty good.
It's true.
I need to check something.
Guardian. Who's this? Sign this token. Please, use the goddamn token I'm telling you to use. Thank you. What the hell?